My name is Deacon Corey Bilodeau, and I will be ordained a priest this June for the Diocese of Lansing. When I was a freshman in college, I was trying to discern what God wanted for my life, and so I thought it was youth ministry. And within that kind of first semester of discerning, I really came to the conclusion that God's ways were better than my ways, that His plan was better than my plan. And so I wanted to do what He wanted me to do. Trying to figure that out was, the hard part. Coming into seminary, I basically had a non-existent prayer life. I wasn't really praying, I wasn't really reading scripture, I wasn't really doing anything. And so for about the first 3 years of my seminary, of the schooling, I hated every single moment of every holy hour. It was very dry. It felt like I was doing it wrong. I felt like God was not present, that He wasn't speaking to me, that what is the point of this? To the point where I thought, if this is what kind of the priest is going to be, my prayer life, I don't want it. It wasn't until about halfway through on a retreat of 30 days of silence that I really kind of began to see the whole point, where I began to see actually God speaking to me. I am not a perfect man. I'm very, very fallen. I have a lot of shortcomings, but knowing that God has called me, and if He had called, Peter and Paul and the other disciples who were, not necessarily the best people, not the brightest, not kind of the most eloquent, and did so many great things, just knowing that the Lord's gonna do the same thing with me. I am so excited to get ordained in 2 weeks. Now that I'm no longer a student, thanks be to God, and realizing, okay, now I have to make the commitment. I have to actually begin to do what I've been planning and discerning for the past 6-9 years. It's scary because you really have to be vulnerable. You really have to say, okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.